We are live once again with the Onyx Path News. Welcome. My name is Matthew Dawkins, as it always is and has been. And this week we're going to be talking about realms of magic and mystery for the Scion role-playing game. Scion is probably, I don't know, is it unfair to judge a game against another? Probably so, but I will still say it's one of our most popular game lines. Not to put any other games down, but Scion probably stomps on them hard. Even though it's occupying a completely different space, it's a bit of a bully in the playground. Scion, it will steal your lunch money, flush you, kick you into the sand, and then kick sand in your eyes, and say that it's able to do so because it is the child of a divine parent. You can't really argue with that. That's the problem. It's the kind of argument winner, unless the person it's beating up is also a scion, in which case, or the game in this case, in which case you've then got a scion origin versus hero versus demigod versus god quandary. And this is where Realms of Magic and Mystery comes in. Well, not really. Realms of Magic and Mystery is a game book that is compatible with Scion Origin and any of the other Scions. It details other worlds and underworlds. It details how to create such places so that you do not need to keep your game restricted to the world of where Scion is set. So places like Valhalla, and well, that's one of the, of course, many underworlds. Although when one envisions Valhalla, one doesn't necessarily think of it as an underworld. You may have a different perspective than someone else, but it also has other worlds, various strange, interesting places for you to set your quests, adventures, send your bands, and send them up against lots of terrible beasts. This book also has lots of new boons, knacks, edges, and so forth, things for you to play with to customize your characters and make them more befitting the vision that you have in mind for the kinds of scions they happen to be. What I am very pleased to say about Realms of Magic and Mystery is that within a week of its release, we are still within a week of its release as of time of recording, and the fact that it's only right now available in PDF but will be available in print on demand. Remember, if you buy it in PDF, you will also get an errata link. You can submit your errata and so forth before we convert it to print on demand. Even though it's still only in PDF right now, it is already a silver seller on Drive-Thru RPG, which to me means very good things. I think that this means when it goes into print on demand, it's probably going to do even better. So when I go back and say that Scion is one of our most popular games, I like to think that the badges on Drive-Thru RPG and the anecdotal evidence that I get from groups that are playing Scion tells me that lots of people are plumbing the depths of this game. They're setting it all over the world. They are using these other worlds. They're using the underworlds. They are rising up to God level. Of course, now they can because of the manuscript that was released with Scion God's crowdfunding campaign. And well, it's just wonderful to see. It is wonderful to see games that we dedicate so much of our time toward writing, illustrating, laying out, editing, of course, not to forget editing, the most vital part, one might argue, of creating a game, that people are using them. And with something so recently released as Realms of Magic and Mystery, to see it receive such, well, acclaim in the form of purchase and play is a very good thing. Now, you can buy a copy in the video description below. There is a link right there for you. I also have a link in the video description to Games Night. It is taking place at the end of March, the 31st, I believe. I think that's Friday the 31st. Let me just check. Yes, that is where we have Games Night over at Start.Playing. So I very much recommend you give this a go. I keep getting good reports from the people that are running games on Start.Playing. Of course, we want people to play and run our games. And as I always say, if you are new to a game, this is a great place to give it a run, give it a try. And you can always advertise the fact that there's a new game to you. You want to learn it with other people who want to learn it. It is a great piece of marketing. It always works. The way to attract new players is to let them know that there is absolutely no expectation of players coming in with existing knowledge or existing experience. And so if you are a new story guide and you want to run Scion and you want to use Realms of Magic and Mystery, here's a good place to do it. And you can even play around with some of those otherworld creation rules that are existing in Realms of Magic and Mystery. So, yeah, do give that a go. I also would like, if you are interested, for you to submit media. You may be aware that I am in charge, or certainly partly responsible, for the media curation for the Onyx Path YouTube channel. Travis Legg very much oversees the Twitch channel, and we have had quite a lot of content created on TikTok as well by all these young, vibrant people. And if you are interested in creating podcasts, deep dives, reviews, hell, if you, and I know one of the people watching this right now has done this in the past to great effect. If you want to go on RPGNet and set up a thread where you do a Let's Read, those are some of my favorite pieces of media concerning our games. It's where someone talks through their reading of a game, what they like, what they don't, what they feel lands, what they think doesn't. To be honest, coverage of our games does a great deal for us because, of course, it draws more eyes to it. And while sometimes there's a lot of people who create actual plays, interviews, podcasts where they do these deep dives and so on, and they don't immediately see returns on their work, they're hoping to see triple figures immediately, and they're unlikely to even scratch double. Believe me, I've been there. I had a YouTube channel I was quite active with for many, many years. These things are evergreen. As long as you leave them up, it means that one day someone who is looking up, let's say they came from beyond the grave, is going to find your podcast, is going to find your YouTube video, is going to find your Twitch video, whatever you've made, and they will then learn about the game through it. So it serves you, it gives you greater numbers over time, and it serves us because it draws more people's attention to our game. So if you are interested in creating any such media, you don't have to be a professional. You don't need a professional setup. You just need the enthusiasm of a fan and a role player. Do let me know. There is a link below in the video description to a form that you can send your details in. This is if you want to do something on our Twitch channel or submit some existing media that you've created. And I would love to see it. I'd love to be able to promote it here on the Onyx Path blog or wherever I can. We're always very supportive of the people that create media for our games. So that is another thing. So we've covered Scion, Realms of Magic and Mystery. We've covered Start.Playing. We have also covered media. What else is there to cover right now? Well, we're already in March and things are proceeding, shall we say, apace in terms of our creation of new games, new books, new merchandise. We are still maintaining our new release a week schedule, which is always lovely to see. What I would love for you to do, I have a mission for you, is if there is a book that you have bought either last year or this year, but a book that you bought, let's say, within the last 12 months, and whether you've read it, whether you've played with it, whether you've ran a game based on it, go over to Drive-Thru RPG, find that book, give it a rating, and if you have time, give it a review. This is going to take you all of 2 minutes, probably less. If you go onto my library on Drive-Thru RPG, you will find all of the books there that you have not yet rated, as well as all the books that you have. You can do this, bang, 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 reviews, ratings, whatever. All I ask is review, rate fairly. Give a nice appraisal in the sense that you're being honest. We don't need lots and lots of 5-star glowing reviews. We'd love them. Don't get me wrong. If that's how you feel about our books, give them 5-star reviews. But I have emphasized many times before, it's the fact that people are leaving ratings, it is the fact that people are leaving reviews that draws attention to these books. Again, we want people playing with these things. We want people reading these things. We just want people interacting with them. And people are more likely to do so if they see that other people have done that. And this isn't exclusive to Onyx Path, although, of course, I'm asking you on behalf of the OPP. It is that if you have bought a game, it really costs you nothing. While I'm talking right now, since I started this little segment, and by the time I've ended it, you could have left ratings on, well, dozens probably of games you've purchased. So please do consider doing so. It really helps us out. And you can feel good about yourself for supporting a company that you're clearly interested in because you're watching me ramble on the Onyx Path News on a Monday afternoon. you can leave that rating and know that you have helped this company out and its creators. So please consider doing so. There's 7 of you in the viewing room right now watching this autopsy live. So do consider it. It would really be appreciated. I can say hello to Eduardo, Bro Meliad, Schrodinger's Cat, Studio HNH, Nicholas Emilioni, and yeah, that's it really. We have seen, yeah. Wow, there's a certain amount of interaction going on in the chat right now. Studio HNH, who I recognize there, says that the game night on Start Playing is a great time to play a new line. That's right, Tom, one of our frequent storytellers, often runs things like Changing the Lost. I think he's done some other Chronicles of Darkness games as well. Bro Meliad says that they've used up all of their ratings on wine, women, and amateur dramatics. Eduardo says, have you seen Buva Alpha Busa World of Darkness explanation? I cannot say that I have. Now, I need to go because I need to get ready for the Monday meeting. So thank you very much, as ever, for watching. Do leave those ratings. Do purchase our games. Keep playing them. Keep reviewing them. Create media. Let us know about it and sign up some games on Start Playing. Run some if you aren't already doing so. Now's the time to find that confidence and run some games. Bye-bye.